invite our customers in to see a part that looks just like their part.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to MTDCNC. Look behind me, NSH USA. I'm even going to say the word corporation because it gives it more power today, but it's NSH USA. I'm with my buddy Curtis. I am here today to help us all learn more about the NSH USA and what they do, who they are, the history. I'll give you a hint, 1910. Believe that? Yes, the history, but we're going to talk about technology first, and then we're going to slide into a little bit of the company history so you can get to know them better, where they can help your shop, how they can support you, and the vastness of their reach across the country. Curtis, thank you so much for being here. Let's get into the technology first and foremost. I know there's a lot under the umbrella, but I'm also looking at a sexy piece. So you can start with the sexy piece, or you can go into all the machines. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, first to the workpiece. We got a lot of pride in this workpiece. It's kind of a mix-mash of, it's kind of a mashup of a bunch of different geometries between our own tests, some new tool paths in the CAM system, some customer features, some tool path testing. We put it all into one piece on kind of the perfect size that fits in actually one of our smallest machines. So the N20, our smallest machine, we have one of those at our application center, and this just barely fits inside of it.
So we've zoomed in on the product. It's a gorgeous product, lots of different intricate areas here, which leads me to believe you're machining all types of materials, from the hard stuff to the soft stuff, but we've zoomed in on that. Now let's back out a little bit and talk about the array of machines and the industries you work in.
Sure, yeah, from railway traditionally, if you go back to 1910, a lot of railway, a lot of special purpose machines, but nowadays we've branched out into aerospace, a lot of hard metals, so very rigid machines with some unique construction, some special backbones to some of the castings. And we really excel with hard metals in aerospace and one and done machining. So we utilize a digital twin, we utilize NX and some specialty programming, some extra tools inside of NX, and tying the Siemens motion control, a virtual NC, in with the real NC. So we have the NC brain from Siemens injected into the CAM system. And now we have a perfect virtual twin of what our machine tool is doing, but brought all the way upstream to the NC programmer. And that allows us to do all this complex motion. It allows us to fit tools in where maybe we were nervous about doing that before, and it lets us do one and done machining. So we can hand the part from one spindle to the counter spindle, or we can bring out long deep hole tools and do operations that you'd normally be really nervous about, or you'd have the operator doing this the whole time. And instead of doing that, we're watching those crashes happen in the virtual world. We're pulling that upstream and putting a lot less stress and a lot less wear on the tools, a lot less stress on the operator by the time we get that program down to the shop floor.
I feel like I'm being hard line some injection information as well, so thank you for that. Okay, so we've zoomed in on the product. That's kind of fun. We've talked about where you guys, as an overview, are able to help the industries and the places that you work. Did I also hear a rumor about a technical center or something you guys are developing?
Absolutely.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, it's in the works. We've leaked some renderings of it. We have a building. It's actually right next door in Albany, New York. So we're kind of just out of town at the north end of Albany on Broadway. Come on by. It's an easy stop from the airport. But the goal there is to be able to show off the fact that we can work on these machines. We can configure them how we want. We have the applications engineers. We have a service team all throughout the US that's really good, because while some of these machines might be new to us in Albany, like you mentioned, we've been building machine tools and on this same Siemens motion control, Siemens automation platform, for a lot of years. We've been building machine tools, rebuilding since 1910.
Right.
And we've been at that location. We've been in upstate New York doing that. We have a huge network of service personnel, service engineers, technicians out in the field that can do that. Well, what we want to do is we want to invite our customers in to see a part that looks just like their part. We want to do the tool testing. We want to do the post-processor prove out, the CAM programming, the tool pathing, in the time that the machine is being built, so that you don't get your machine and now, okay, let's start the development, let's work towards our part. Let's do that turnkey process work while the machine is being built in the virtual world and on a copy or a very similar machine that we've outfitted in Albany in the Niles Technical Application Center. So focus specifically on some of the Niles Simmons machines, these turn mill machines, so that we can get all that done before you're sitting there with your machine saying, why isn't it in production yet? Right? We've done that hard work in the dead time while the machine's being delivered, while you're pouring your foundation, all of that stuff.
You know, I think that's important. And I would like to, if it's okay with you, dive into the importance of service and support as well, and the legacy of how long you've been around here in the US. I would like to sit down and just have a moment with our audience and just kind of have a heart-to-heart with them and a heart-to-heart with you. If we could just have the audience, you know, come on down with us and sit down. You know, we're talking, Curtis, 1910, my friend, and we're talking about a company who truly values the customer, the service and support side. You know, there's companies out there that, you know, for lack of better terms, just can't keep up. And we know how important our clients and customers are. I mean, when I was a machinist, for everyone who was out there, when I ran and managed machine shops, one of my most stressful days is if a machine went down and I had no one to help me. So I want to have this heart-to-heart with you and heart-to-heart with the audience as we're creating this awareness to say, here is who we are. This is what service and support means to us. And this is how we can help you based on our legacy of being here for over a century.
Sure. Yeah, we feel that too, right? We have to run our own machine shop in order to build these machines. And we have customers that in other industries, in railway or automotive, they're just as hard on us as anybody else would be. The machine's down. They can't wait for a call from a different time zone even. Across the country, they need local support. They need people that can get on the virtual headsets and walk them through it. We do that a lot as well. We'll put on the RealWear headsets and we'll say, you know, that button or that button or that wire, can you ring this out for me? Can you check this with your probe? And we try and do that without making a flight first. But when we need to, we're distributed throughout the US. We have the service engineers. We have the application engineers. We have text messages, group messages between our engineers and myself and some of our customers in the US. So we're all about, you know, we know that when a machine's down, it is the biggest headache you're going to have, especially if you're in constant production. If you're a job shop, maybe it's, you know, a little bit less stressful, but you're still counting on that machine to make money today. And if it's not, we have a problem. We have 24/7 phone numbers to call. We have a customer service center that supports throughout the US. And in our other industries like railway, they're trusting our service team can get their machines back up on things like their locomotives, which are their money makers. They are the most important thing. They're the lifeblood of the rail industry, is the locomotive, the engine that can move the goods. They can move a train, and it can't be replaced and it can't be down. So they rely on our machines for that too. So we have very quick service and support, and you're talking to somebody first in Albany. We're making sure the right person with the right skills and the right part is going to show up at your doorstep if we can't get it done virtually, either with a virtual connection direct to the machine, with the RealWear glasses, with virtual reality, or augmented reality. If we can't do it that way, then we're making sure the right person with the right part shows up, because we've already had that quick reaction, that first initial conversation with your team.
Well, I know there's a lot of people watching right now that know you very well, and there's an audience out there that's learning. So as we conclude this conversation, as we bring it to a close, are there any final messages that you would like to offer, or a website that you could share, anything like that to kind of bring this all full circle and say, we have the technology, we have the products, we have an array of partners, and we're here for you for a long time, and service and support is here as well. Here's where to find us. Here's what we believe in.
So sure, closing statement, we'd love to see you in Albany. That's the goal of the NTAC, is to get you in front of our engineers, in front of our machines, demo some tool paths, really just show you the power of our virtual tools and how we can do quick turnaround parts, and we can show you and make you self-sufficient by putting some of the digital tools into your hands, into the customer's hands. That's one of the probably most nervous points of buying a brand new machine tool is, do I have the team that's going to use it? Do I have the software in place? Am I going to be trained in time? And that's what we excel at, is we want to make our customers self-sufficient. We don't want them coming back to us for small edits to G code or anything like that. These are machines that are generally underutilized because when they go into industry, the customers aren't given the right tools, and we're trying to change that.
I like it. So I'm famous for giving shameless plugs out there. You guys know I do. You know I do. Every camera, you know I do. Would you like to drop the website?
Oh, absolutely. It's NSH USA.com. And there'll be a lot of products on there. There's a couple of sister companies involved. It's the best place to learn where we make all of our parts, where we make all of our products, and find out what we're doing in Albany.
Curtis, thank you so much for your time. We all know how valuable time can be. Thank you all for watching. We do appreciate every single one of you.